He said to us, why are you supporting Orlando Pirates when you stay in Pretoria?
Oh, yeah,
Said, no, it's a big team. That's the only team he can support. He gave us his number.
Yeah.
And he said, come, call me tomorrow, then I want you to come and watch SuperSport United play.
So now, I feel like the team took so long to fire our coach. Now, it was not the right time to fire him because we have left with few games. So for another coach to come and win the games is going to be difficult.
I think what should happen now is if we can just get 3 win, if we can just get 9 points,
Exactly.
it doesn't matter how the team above us are playing. If we can just get 9 points.
Now, this thing of drawing games, it is no longer going to help us.
Yeah.
We need to win. It's a must-win games, all these games, so we can avoid this situation that we are in.
Hello and welcome to the Matsatsantsa channel. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you to everyone who has been supporting the channel. If you have been subscribed, please just click the subscribe button and help us reach 20,000 subscribers. Today, I'm not alone. I'm with 2 gentlemen. They are soccer lovers. I'll start with my brother next to me. Can you please introduce yourself to our viewers at home?
Hi everyone, my name is Lebo, known as Bonafela to all the soccer fraternity. Yeah, I was born in Mokopane,
Okay.
Mokopane Hospital, a small village called Skuruwe in Mapela.
Yeah.
Not far from Mogalakona Platinum Mine now.
Oh.
So that's where I grew up. That's actually where I was born. Until when I was 5, I went to stay with my grandma in another small village called Amatech.
Oh, yeah.
Not far from Staylob. Yeah, there's a small shopping center, we call it Staylob. It's not yet a town. Yes, it's in Limpopo, Mokopane, on the N11 from Mokopane when you go to Botswana via Groble's Bridge.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the road I'm using. You pass that place called the Staylob Bridge.
Beautiful. Hey, we have traveled. Yeah. A lot of toll gates. That we just passed a lot of toll gates.
Yes,
Right now.
yes.
All right. No, thank you so much, my brother, and welcome, to the channel. And thank you so much for being with us, my brother. How's it?
Hello everyone.
Yeah.
My name is Wesley Mashiachidi, known as Sello. The name that is not on my ID, but they call me Sello.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So
We
my
used to
parents
cry when
know.
we lose.
Oh, that's why.
Yes. So I'm coming from Limpopo, from a certain village called Ramatlala,
Yeah.
Pofu. Yeah, next to behind Heropenheimer boarding school. Yes. So growing up, I attended school there in Pofu, and then I started everything there. I played soccer from the young age until I came here in Atteridgeville, whereby I played for these small leagues in the township. I played for a certain team called Heroes FC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the league was sponsored by SuperSport United. So basically, that's the reason why I had the passion for this team.
Beautiful. Let me, on that note, I just wanted to check with you because I know that these gentlemen are supporting SuperSport United. I nearly said Mamelodi Sundowns. SuperSport United. Silo, what made you to support SuperSport United out of all these teams?
The reason for me to choose this team out of all these teams is because, like I said, I played under this league that was sponsored by this team.
Yeah.
So they used to take us to the games. For most of us who are coming from the village, going to the stadium, it was a dream come true.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh, this is life. And then after I retired from my playing days, that's whereby I joined my fellow friend here, and then become the fan of this team. So that's why I love this team.
Beautiful. And you, Bonafela?
Me, when growing up in Limpopo, I was supporting Orlando Pirates during my childhood when I was in primary school. until when I came to Pretoria with my parents. We moved from Limpopo to Soshanguve.
Yeah.
And then SuperSport United is the first team that I became close to the players. I remember there was this other time when Orlando Pirates played 17 games unbeaten. We were playing them in Loftus.
Yeah.
And then they were leading us 3-1.
Yeah.
Orlando Pirates. I remember the late gift Till Remy scoring from just
Long range, yeah.
yeah, that long range. So it was the late Thomas Madirago who recruited me to SuperSport United. Because we were coming from Loftus, walking to the Pretoria CBD to catch a taxi, coming to Soshanguve.
Yeah.
So he came driving with his friend and he asked us, hey, where are you guys going? We were like mixed. Others were saying, we're going to Atteridgeville, we're going to Soshanguve. Said, come, let's go, I'll drop you in town. He was driving a buggy. 1400 Nissan bike. I mean, that's Thomas Marira. Very humble guy.
Exactly,
yes. So he said to us, which team are you supporting today? Then we said, I was supporting Pirates. That day, Orlando Pirates lost 4-3. Yes. SuperSport. Yes. Pirates were leading 3-1. SuperSport came in, won 4-3. Yeah. I think it was Dale Stadinsky who scored the fourth goal. Yes. And he said to us, why are you supporting Orlando Pirates when you stay in Pretoria? He said, no, it's a big team. That's the only team he can support. He gave us his number. And he said, come, call me tomorrow, then I want you to come and watch SuperSport United play. So I was young at that time. And we came a day after to watch SuperSport United training. And that's when I started supporting the team. I mean, if I'm close to something, I'll obviously love it. So SuperSport United is the first team that I became close to the players. Yes.
Beautiful. You just said Bonafela, Orlando Pirates, former Orlando Pirates supporter, and then you, Asilo, which team did you support before?
I forgot to mention. The team that I supported when growing up, it's Mamelodi Sundowns.
Oh yeah.
Kabuyeli.
You're not far from Pretoria. You just surround.
We are just neighbors. So
Even when it's derby, I know I don't have to cry too much when they beat us.
Okay,
Yes.
beautiful. You have been vocal in terms of your former coach Kevin Hunt. We can see right now your team is not doing well. Number 15. What's your take on SuperSport? Releasing Kevin Hunt. We'll talk about the current coaches.
My take on what is happening now, I think, like I said before, because I've done some interviews about what must happen because the team was not performing well. So now I feel like the team took so long to fire our coach. Now it was not the right time to fire him because we have left with few games. So for another coach to come and win the games is going to be difficult. So our team is in a bad situation now.
And Bona, what must your team do right now for them, to at least see themselves up there? I know that you have just played 23 games now, with 2 games in hand. How many points? 23 points. That means an average of 1 point per game. You're having under Arendse now as a coach. What do you think the coaches must do for them, to at least move from the relegation zone?
I wouldn't say our players need to be motivated. I mean, we have top quality players. If you have someone like Tyson Klatswa, you have Robla, you have Nogovic, how do you motivate that? You can only motivate youngsters. Yes, so we have the likes of Lalake, who hasn't playing. Also Tyson Klatswa, who hasn't been playing. And ever since Andrea Renta took over, I don't know, I've seen changes of how we play, especially how we defend. We look much better. I think what should happen now is if we can just get 3 wins, if we can just get 9 points, it doesn't matter how the team above us are playing. If we can just get 9 points, and get goals, because we've been struggling to score goals. I think the whole season we've been scoring 1-1. We only scored 4 against Chiefs.
That was then. Yeah.
Yes, we never won 2-0, 3-0 this season. Yeah, we if we can get 9 points actually. Let me just see if I can get 9 points, then I think we will be safe.
At least 9 points will take you to position 8 anyway, because right now position 8 is occupied by Kaizer Chiefs with 30 points, and you only a difference from you to Kaizer Chiefs is only 7 points. So if you can win those 3 points, I mean those 9 points, gonna be a good thing. Your next game against Polokwane City, do you think you're gonna do well there? Because Polokwane City also they've been struggling. They just won their game recently, but they've been losing, left, right, and center.
Yes, on our next game against Polokwane City, I think the coach, he must just motivate the guys and tell them to believe in themselves, because Polokwane City, as we check from the past season, I think we're struggling a bit against them. So I think the coach need to tell them about the situation that we find ourselves in now, because now this thing of drawing games, it is no longer going to help us. We need to win. It's a must-win games, all these games, so we can avoid this situation that we are in, because I've never seen our team in that kind of situation.
We never missed a beat before.
Exactly.
And we're the only team.
Exactly. The only team, yeah. We can see, I mean, there's been a very, very long time, since SuperSport has been in the league, and yeah, you have never, have been, in the like outside top 8.
It's the only team in South Africa that has never missed the top 8.
And I remember you even won a league 3 times in a row previously with Gavin Hunt and all that. Yes, Gavin Hunt also. Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much, Bafetu, for joining the channel and for watching us, and for those who have been subscribing, we really, really appreciate your support. To you who haven't subscribed, just click the subscribe button and just help us to reach 20,000 subscribers. To subscribe, you just click the subscribe button without any charges or anything. Just subscribe. Kumahala. Bonafela, you have been changing the venues, more often. Even your next game against Orlando Pirates, you're not going to play it at Lucas Moripe. It's going to Peter Mokaba Stadium. Do you think changing the venues affects also your playing your playing game?
I don't think so, because we've been playing our home games away from home, and we've been doing well. Like we've been playing, we used to play in Bonafela, and we used to do well. We beat Pirates 6-1 in Bonafela, and after beating them 6-1, we went on to play them in the Telkom knockout. We won 1-0. I remember Mnyamane scoring. So even in Pitamgaba, we used to beat Pirates in Pitamgaba. We used to beat Chiefs in Pitamgaba. So we never struggled when we play away. It's just this season things didn't go well. And I blame the coach somehow, because there were players who were doing well. All of the sudden, players sitting on the bench. Even Lalake.
Specifically, who?
Lalake. I mean, he is bringing experience to the team. When you play for Sundowns and you are regular in the team, you obviously bring a lot of experience playing in Africa. And if you come to SuperSport United, you bring that experience. So like he has been doing well. All of a sudden he's on the bench. Tyson Klatwa, he's been solid at the back. I know he used to do a lot of mistakes at Orlando Pirates, but he came to SuperSport United and he changed. Same as Tamzanga Gabuza. He didn't do well at Pirates, but coming to us he did well. So all of a sudden players start sitting on the bench. We don't know why. See, we are not there when coach prepare for the team, when they are in training on daily basis. So the thing is, as the fans, we only go watch the game at the stadium.
You don't go to the training field. Yeah.
Yes, if the Mwam gonna play
Plays well and win one of the match, I obviously expect him to be there in the next game. All of a sudden he's on the bench. And when you ask, he's not injured. He's 100%. Why is he on the bench? By the time you introduce him, the team has lost momentum.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I've also seen, with Saile, he's new. He came in, scored goals. He was put on the bench. Nokovic also is one of your target striker. He has been put on the bench. Yourself, Sillo, what's your take in terms of like chopping and changing? I also have seen, Kevin Hunt previously, he would leave Ndlovu and put him on the bench. And we know that, Ndlovu is one of the best, midfielders that you have.
On this one of changing the venues, let me differ. Like SuperSport, we always know that they play their home games in Lucas Moripe, or back they used to play there by TUT. Yes. So by playing Block 1, for most of the supporters, it becomes difficult to travel with the team, because now you can see most of the games they play Sunday, sometimes during the week. But if you are playing a home game and you see, even if they can be 5, the fans, the home fans, they give you that motivation to fight. So, but if you go to Polokwane, let me say it's midweek, and then when you get there, there's not even one supporter there. So you feel demoralized. So I think this thing of chopping and changing the venues, it affected the team there and there as well. So when it comes to the players, during our previous coach, Kevin Hunt, there were players who sometimes you ask yourself, what's wrong? Because we know, for example, the player like Leila K, he was playing for Sundowns. We know his capability, what he's good at. So we were surprised he was always on the bench. Now, at least, when our new interim coach comes, he's playing. I see even our former captain, Tulan Tlatswayo, is playing now. So I don't know what was wrong with the previous coach, because back there I know Tyson Tlatswayo was playing adverts under him. So when he get to SuperSport, I don't know what's wrong. So even now I'm surprised I don't see the guy like Nokovic. I don't know whether he's injured or is what's happening. So with the team, like he said, at train, we don't know what's happening, because as we only go there when it's match day, so we don't know what's happening.
No, it's a tough one, that one, because there are those ill-disciplined players, and the coaches will protect them, the teams will protect them because of their CVs and all that. But as supporters, like, we will always complain why and all that. And I've seen a lot of players everywhere. They are put on the stands. When you ask the player, the player will say, "No, I'm not injured. I'm fine." And then you just ask yourself, like, what is happening? As supporters, I've been attending your games most of the time. Previously, about 5-6 years ago, before COVID and all that, you had a lot of supporters. As much as you were a so-called smaller team, but you had a lot of supporters. I would see even the band would be there. I would travel with you, going to Durban, going to Polokwane and all that. Bonafela, now you don't have supporters. If it's not you, it's Koko Maini with Dr. Long, Mokupa there and there. You find that maybe the maximum of supporters at SuperSport, you're only 10. Then it will be Botha, myself, and others. What do you think went wrong in terms of us supporters not coming to the stadium?
First of all, with the fans not coming to the stadium, this thing, it was affected by COVID. COVID changed a lot of things. And then before that, the team used to provide transport for us. Whenever you go to Mbombela, there'll be like 5-10 buses. So what I've seen is most people are unemployed. Most people are students. Maybe it's a parent. It's my father, my mother. They both support SuperSport United.
All of you,
Yes, and imagine going to the ATM, withdraw 1,000 rand to say, I'm paying this guy to take us to Pitamka towards SuperSport. Yes. See, so the team used to provide transport for us for ticket, and there were a lot of supporters there. But since COVID, they've been quiet, and they saw that now is when the team needs supporters most. But they're still quiet. So if they can bring the buses back, and I think the supporters will be there.
Yeah.
Because if you see even at Atteridgeville, when we play at home, because our fans are more based in Atteridgeville, there'll be few because they lost that spark between the fans and the team. But when the team start doing well, everyone will want to say, no, I'm going to watch SuperSport United.
But another thing is that, so to interject, another thing is that your team, they always play at night.
Yes.
It's difficult for other fans, to come. There are no taxis and all that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
That if they are playing local at night, you'll see few, not even SuperSport United supporters, but people who are staying around that Atteridgeville.
Exactly. Yeah. With you, Aselo, what do you think the problem is? Is it the same as he's saying?
I think the reason we are lacking too much support is because of this thing, the COVID. Before COVID, like he said, the team used to provide us with transport to go to anywhere. So even when the team didn't give transport by that time, we had to make some means whereby we get maybe 10 supporters to go to FNB. So it was, they were giving us that spirit because we know that, okay, this midweek they won't give us transport. We know weekend, if there's game, they will give us transport. So now they are quiet. So there's nothing happening. So that thing, it makes some people to feel like the team is no longer like need us anymore. So a lot of people, they keep on asking what's happening with the team because nowadays there's no transport. So like he said, nowadays unemployment is killing a lot of people. Yes, so a lot of people love this game, but if you don't have money nowadays, you can't do anything.
And what about the band? Because I've been attending your games lately. It's been almost maybe more than 6 months now or so, maybe almost a season. I haven't seen the band coming to the stadium. What is wrong with that? Do you have any idea why it's happening?
From what I've heard, the rumors, remember that band, SuperSport, they hired them. It's not SuperSport United band. So one of them told me that the contract wasn't renewed. So that's why they're no longer coming. And they wouldn't just want to come and entertain us because they're coming from Mamelodi. You have to cross town to go to Mamelodi to Atteridgeville. So transport, and some they also leave whatever they want to do to go and to work. When they're coming to play the band when we play, they're going to work. So one of them told me that the contract wasn't renewed, and our marketing manager Coltrane still quiet, not saying anything. But it's not like a management, they don't know that the band is not there.
They can see,
I mean, I've seen Stan Matthews several times coming to our game. I've seen Kuli Sivia once, and other board of directors, they do come. Especially when we played the Golden Arrows, that game that didn't finish because of load shedding. Yes, they were there. So I don't, they know, they saw.
And lastly, as we wrap up, from you, Sello, what's your message, to your management in terms of bringing back the supporters, bringing back the vibe at the stadium, which includes the band?
I think our team, back there in our league, we used to have this thing called PROs, who used to encourage fans to come to the stadiums. So nowadays I can see those things, I no longer see them. Yes. So with our team, back there were people who used to come to us, maybe by our meetings when we have the branches. Yes. They used to come to us to ask us, what can we do to make this thing work? So I think the team need to bring those kind of people back so that they can encourage everyone, even recruiting more fans to come to the stadium. Because now, for those old fans to come back on their own, it won't be easy. So they need to do something to bring back those branches. Because now, if you can check at our games, you see one band for Pumulum branch. All those bands that they make, they are no longer there. Because it seems like those things are no longer there. But they have those things in their homes. But they don't have that spirit, because they can see, beside the performance of the team, they can see that our team is no longer caring for us. So I think the team need to start by going to the fans as to ask them what's wrong, what can we do to bring you back. So I think the team will get back to where it was before.
Great. Your side?
Can I tell you what can bring the supporters back? If the team start winning. I'll give you an example with Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs, when the season started, they used to do full house at the stadium, sold out. And every time they win, I know the next game is going to be a home, even if they're away. So if the team start to win, I mean, everyone will want to. I'm staying 800 meters away from Lucas Murray. But if the team is not winning, and by the way, I'm a Man United support. If the team is not winning and Manchester is playing, I stay at home to watch Man United. But if the team start winning, I'm going to give an example with Kaizer Chiefs. There were times when they are not winning, and you'll see when they play at FNB. You'll see when they play away. There were no fans. But if Kaizer Chiefs win 2 games in a row, the third game, I promise you, it's the same. It's the same as Cheaper United. Watch them at Buffalo City. That they will come in numbers supporting Cheap. Yes, and Cheaper United and SuperSport United, I think they are on the same side, same level of supporters. But because of they are doing well, look where they are now. They're sitting on number 9. And once if they win just 1 game, they're inside top 8. So if they keep winning, supporters keep coming. Same as Cook United. I mean, before Letlonel Sema was fired, I saw a lot of Cook United supporters there. Why? They were winning. And when I talk to some of their fans, they come with their own transport. If the team start winning, I mean, I wouldn't mind from my 1,000 rand left to take 400 to go and watch SuperSport if they win. Yes. So the team, if they start winning, being consistent, supporters will come.
Beautiful. Gentlemen, thank you so much for it. I know that, this gentleman, they just visited me, and then I was like, no, because of you are here, let me just hijack you and have at least a 30 minutes chat with you, and then they agree. So thank you so much for agreeing.
Okay. And there was one question that I thought you were gonna ask, but you didn't. That who we wish could be our next coach, or whether we are happy with Andrea.
Okay, Kana, he's the interim.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so to answer the question that you didn't ask, I will say
yourself.
yes. So I will say what I've seen is I've seen how the so-called black coaches are treated in SuperSport United. So I know that once we have someone like Adon Tembo, if he start losing 3 games, then management will be looking with the eye to say, is he winning games? But if he's a white coach, he'll be given more time. They took long to fire Covenant. So if I were to bring a coach to come and rebuild SuperSport United, because you are in the media, please help us get Greg Rossley. I need that guy to come and coach SuperSport Assembly. I'll bring that guy to come and coach SuperSport United, to come and build the team. Yeah. I love him. He's still my favorite coach in the country, even though I know where he's here. He used to coach Ajax and Orlando Pirates. I don't remember Soros, but I remember he was assistant coach at Orlando Pirates, and he used to coach the Ajax captain, and he used to do well. So I want that guy to come and coach SuperSport United.
It's been a while since I've seen him, but
That's my favorite coach.
They're listening. You, Silo?
Myself, I know it's gonna be difficult because he just joined a new team. Can please someone go to Baroka village and get meat, and then if Baroka refuse, we can get Letono Sema. I think even him, he can bring back SuperSport to where it used to be. These 2 coaches, one of them will help us.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for Faith. And you can see, gents, they are wearing our 2010 Sharp Eye merchandise. They are the ones, some of those supporters, who are supporting the channel. And I didn't give them for free. They bought them. It's 450 for those who want to order them. So yeah,
Winter is coming.
Yeah.
Winter is
Yes.
here. Almost here.
Only 400.
50 Bafetu. And this gentleman, you know, in fact, they came to collect this jerseys, and I was like, no, let me just hijack you, and then let's just talk. So yeah, thank you once more for making sure that you come and support the channel, and also make sure which you don't let's have it. And it's for your information, it's Good Friday today, and they are here. So after here, so Shai Skukonyan, we're going to pray and drink some juice, and then yeah. So yeah, thank you so much to everyone who have been watching this this episode. We really appreciate your support. I know that those who are just watching and they don't subscribe, just click the subscribe button and help us reach 20,000 subscribers. Even on YouTube, on Facebook, we are now more than 35,000 followers. And thank you to everyone who have been supporting us. We're also on Twitter, on Instagram, and also on TikTok. And also check us on our website, www.2010sharpi.com. There are breaking news that we are always breaking there. There are news that we are uploading there. So yeah, thank you so much, Mafetu. And yeah, hopefully, gents, your team won't be relegated. I don't want to see you playing at ABC Municipal League next season.
No. I don't think we'll be relegated.
Sharp. Thanks, Mafetu. Order.